In these videos, I use my common sense, logic, and basic understanding of human behavior to try to get a grip. My name is Charles, and welcome back to another episode of Am I Crazy? If you saw my two-part video, we pretty much figured out that we're living in a Roman Republic, and we're governed by capitalists. You also may have seen that the last part I was talking about, I was going to touch base on religion. Now, if you're hesitant to hear me talking about religion, just let me touch base on that a little bit. There's a little tidbit for you women. There's a story in the Bible that was taken out. There's a story of a woman named Lilith. She was created equal to man. But that story was taken and rewritten. They wrote it this way. They said that she could not be equal to man. She had too much confidence. So God took her back up, turned her into a demon, and then sent her back. But they just ended up taking that story all the way out. And most people don't know about that story. But there's a reason why. It's because men figured out that if women were as greedy and capitalistic as men can be, and you decide to stop giving birth, that'd be the end of human existence. That's how much power you possess. They cover your face because you are the image of God. You can't see your own image. Why do you think that is? Didn't God create man in his own image? Why are they covering your face then? You know, because you can't see your own image because you create life. So if you're suffering from insecurities or you're not valuing yourself, yeah, maybe you should. You're the actual image of God. I personally am not religious. Here's why. I was raised Christian, and anytime that I would ask a question, intelligent question, or rational question, it would turn into an argument. It would turn into don't refute my God type of thing, or it turns into well, what if you're wrong? But if I were to release myself to this being, they have no problem talking my ear off and reading me verses from their Bible every single Sunday. I was told that if I were to question or doubt or whatever, I was going to suffer horrific stuff. All I need to do is bow, right? That sounds just like tyrants of days of old to me. Most of the Bible is a bunch of really bad stuff. I mean, there's stuff in there they're talking about how this guy makes people kill their own children. So it's you see all around the world, entire communities will shun people for not believing what they want to believe in because they're trying to save their own special place in utopia. And then people in your own family will leave you behind in this so-called purgatory, like, bye, should have asked for forgiveness. That seems incredibly selfish to me. I don't want to stand next to a being like that. I'd rather stay back in purgatory, and it's not for self-sacrifice. Like, don't even bother sending me the invitation because somebody's got to care about those people. You know what I mean? I'd rather have faith and belief in people. So that's where I'm at. Also, I'm so far out the matrix that I'm 100% sure that I have deciphered this properly, and I am 100% sure that we are still living in a Roman Republic, and we are being brainwashed every single day and kept in the dark to keep people rich, keep certain fools rich. So I'm 100% sure that I'm right. So now I am far past any between stories. I'm not gonna settle for any alt-right type of excuses like, well, at least you're not in Africa, or at least you're this, or some guy got an opportunity a long time ago, because what's happening now today is absolutely unacceptable. I'm so far past that stuff. I'm looking for the solution now. So solutions. This is one that can be incredibly difficult. If we can make it into presidency, one of us that cares about people, if we can make it into presidency, we could devalue gold and raise the value of people and their work. We could build manufacturing companies here so we can make our own stuff, and then we can work out some sort of trade with the rest of the world. Also, we would have to change the books in our schools, because the books are subliminal brainwashing messages. If you think that I'm crazy, just get on the internet and learn some stuff. These people have had thousands of years to figure out how to brainwash people. Instead of just outright telling us to be selfish, our books are filled with like triumphs of British descendants, and then a whole bunch of bad stuff for minorities. I had to ask my teacher to tell me something uplifting about my people, because I kept hearing all this bad stuff happening to my people, but then there was no stories about them fighting back and like standing up for themselves, like kicking some ass. So I was like in class one day, like, did they ever fight back? Did they ever fight back? And he had to tell me a story that he knew about a group of people, but it wasn't in my book. Those are subliminal brainwashing messages to make my minorities feel inferior to British descendants. And it makes British descendants feel all superior because all the presidents look like them. So what they don't talk about, the really bad stuff, the horrific stuff all of our presidents have done. Solutions. You have to be confident in taking your survival in your own hands. Okay? Because capitalism banks on our need for survival. So much so that they will turn your water off and don't care if you die inside your house. I don't know what to do about pharmaceutical companies or doctors. Yeah, you got to get into politics for that. But here in our own homes, we can learn how to garden and get some chickens and help each other out, type of thing. Drink some water and help your neighbors out selflessly, not to get something from them. And because if we all did this, our government would not be able to stop us. If they tried to come take our ability to survive on our own from us, the world would descend upon them. Look what happened when Ferguson died. The world erupted. If we all took our survival in our own hands and the government tried to take it away from us, they wouldn't stand a chance. So, more solutions. Just be selfless. Really. In your jobs. Value yourself. Your executives, CEOs, managers, bosses aren't any higher than you. As soon as they clock you out, they ain't shit. They ain't no executive CEO as soon as they clock out. So don't place them above you. Because remember, they don't get their pyramids unless we build them. So value yourself, your work, and your work ethic. Give it quality. Don't cut corners. Value. Stop giving money to the United Negro Fund. I'm a Negro. I have never ever gotten anything from United Negro Fund. Stop giving your money to these vacuum funnels for these capitalists. They will play your kindness and your need for survival. They don't give a crap about you or even their own people since the Donald time. It's all over the place. There's no parades for little white boys. There's no things on the TV for little white boys getting killed by police officers. There's nothing. Nobody up in arms and protesting for that little white boy that got killed. Nobody. There's nobody batting an eye that every single person in forensic files is a white person. There is nobody batting an eye that every single person in fucking Snapped is a white person. There is nobody batting an eye that every single person on my thing, like how to be a killer, murderer, and bleed people out over days, are white people. But these guys are running from us like we're monsters. So, you gotta be selfless. Wake up, get out the damn matrix. Stop being selfish. I'm hell-bent on stopping this. I am not selling for less. We need to have equality in this world. We need to stop being slaves for some greedy ass cat until he dies. I'm tired. It is not acceptable for people to die for you to get rich, for you to get your fucking boat. That is not acceptable. I'm not settling for less or any excuses. So I'm hell bent on stopping this shit. You can join join the cause, come up out the matrix, start talking to people, and get them to wake up. Or you can, if you're still continuing to try to be a capitalist, you go ahead and do that. You can become selfless if you'd like, because being a capitalist is the result of us, the human. Being selfish is why humans have not evolved. It's why we have been stuck here. It is also not okay to be selfish. It's not okay to think because it's natural that it's okay. Okay? It is not okay to be selfish, ever. Just like it is, because it's natural to get pissed, but it's not okay for me to start blowing shit up. You see what I'm saying? It's not okay. Solutions. Try not to enable them. Watch out for the traps. Don't let these snaky cats flip good advice on you. Okay? There's no way that I would ever get on TV and tell you don't be a sheep to the government. Take off your mask. That is a flip. Watch out for that stuff. Basically, we have to take our survival in our own hands. We have to value ourselves enough and have enough confidence in ourselves to take our survival in our own hands. We have to be willing to help each other and not be selfish. Anybody who's anybody, you have to stop thinking that you need to be this person, because it is absolutely detrimental and dangerous and sick. It kills people. So, and it's kept us from evolving and get off this planet, because it literally is not growing up. So, don't be a capitalist. Be selfless. Capitalism has always been the death of us. You can't just be like, oh, hope for the best. Nothing will get done. And you have to care about more than just your family. Because just caring about, I have a family too. I have a family. I got a child. And, if I were just caring about my family and nobody else's family, that's still being selfish. So, you gotta stop being a slave. And yeah, let's get out the matrix, start waking people up with your wise wisdom, and start loving each other, valuing each other. I love you, and I'm gonna catch you next time. And I'm hell bent on stopping this thing. So if you're with me, or if you want to stand together up against this side by side, shoulder to shoulder, then let's do it together. Because I'm going. I'm hell bent to stopping this. I'm coming, Mr. Smith. I'm coming. Love you guys. Peace.